Hey, what's up, guys? It's Keebs here, and welcome back to the Red Bull Leipzig save. I know it's been a long time since I've been back to this, but we've had a lot of things on our plate recently. We've started a new tactical recreation series that we've really get into, and the viewers have really taken to. So we've just put this to the side for now, but we did finish all the games. What I will say is this will be the last episode of it, unfortunately. Um, just feel like I haven't quite get into it enough. As much as I've enjoyed it, for the season, I feel like I need to, for me to enjoy it and bring it to you guys as well as I can, I need to be really invested in it, and I haven't felt like I have been with this one. So this is going to be the end of the road for this series. So we've played to the end of the season. As you can see, we did finish in the fourth place. With only 7 losses, which is pretty good. Losing less games than Bayern. It was that 10 draws that really made the difference for us, though. Um, we do have some good points, certainly, but if you look at that, you're talking mid-season, you're sitting in eighth, and we've made a constant climb up to that fourth place, and we held it for those last 3 games of the season. It's really good. We're really pleased with that. Um, so look at the stats. Yusuf posting 11 assists, Timo Werner on 32 goals. We always knew with using this system that it was going to be a chance, a really high chance that he was going to come out on top with the goal scoring statistics, and he's certainly done that. Looking at the league, overview, he was the second top goal scorer. Lewandowski 22, Yusuf Poulsen sitting third and 16. So we certainly were scoring a lot of goals in the league. But outside that, we didn't really have anyone. Mainly just because of the performance in the first half of the season weren't quite up to it, as you can see. I mean, friendlies and everything were perfect, but this spell in between, between Christmas and the first half of the season, it really wasn't good form for the team. You know, the quality we had. So moving on to the second half of the season, which a lot of you won't have seen. I was sharing it with some of the community members, but mainly because of just not having the motivation to play it as much, I kind of just put it to the side while I worked on my tactics. But I did finish the season, and as you can see, coming out of January, we had some really strong showings, and then it just went downhill after the Bayern one again. That 3-0 loss to Real Madrid was a real kick, and then 2 draws going into it and only drawing 0-0 at home. But as you can see, a lot of our draws of the season did come in this little stretch here. We did have a good few in the first half, but in this stretch and then in May, and I'll show you in a second, we did have a couple of draws, which were a bit heartbreaking to say the least, considering we were pushing really for that top three, top two, which make a big difference in prize money in Germany, which I didn't realise. So that was a bit of a downside to finishing the season not as poorly as we did. A 0-0 draw against Real Madrid is not bad. We lost 3-0, which was disappointing, but you look at some of these games. 5-0 over Gladbach, 5-1 Frankfurt, 1-0 Leverkusen. We had some really good positive results here. 3-2 win. You look at that one. That was a really good performance, and you can see, look, like 6 minute spell when we changed the game, from being at 0-0, 6 minutes we're up 3-0, and then obviously we conceded 2 to Vinicius Junior, who they got on loan in January and has been stunning. Every time I played him, he was really good. So you can't complain with that. But then we look here in May. As you can see, we did have a cup final win, a big cup final win for that. They went up 1-0 and we thought, here we go. Another performance similar to, this one, where they had all the ball, they had all the chances. We look back early in the season when we beat them 3-1, we had all the ball, we had all the chances. So it was a bit of deja vu for the last game we played. But then we started just to get into it a little bit. And, we'll just look at stats just now. We really did dominate that game to win at 5-1. We deserved the 5-1 victory. Everyone played their part. As you can see, that a lot of them had poor games. So for a cup final, everyone has to everyone has to stand up and be counted. And my players done exactly that. So we're delighted with that. But Champions League knockout round. Real Madrid. That was a really tough one. Getting from 8th to 4th was a really big jump, and it was going to be a hard task to keep the consistency after that first half of the season. Get the players back on track. But after that Bayern game, we went unbeaten. Since February, we only lost one game uh, domestically. After the Christmas break, so we certainly did fix everything about our game. There was no doubt about that. Everything that you know made a difference to how we played. Everything that was really going wrong in this first half of the season, losing games. Freiburg, Schalke, Bremen, Gladbach. Those games were really difficult ones for us then. And we look at that Gladbach 5-0. Whether it was away or home doesn't really matter. When you're beating a team 5-0 but losing 2-1 away, it's just not good enough. So we can see that there's certainly been a lot of change in that second half of the season. As for signings, I'll just show you. So we did go on and sign this man, Marcus Thuram. Now, we didn't expect him to, come in and do a job. We fairly expected him to come in and, play second fiddle to a lot of players. But he came in and made the position his own, really. We lost Forsberg in January, which was a bit of a blow, but we dealt with it as best as we could. So, Thuram came in and really did play his part. So, we can't complain too much with that. Sumari, he played well. Limited game time due to injuries and things like that. However, whenever he did play, he played well. If Meccano Kanate, good partnership. Cup final, I'd just like to give a shout out to this guy, Talabidi. Now, in the cup final, we had Hausenberg, and if you've followed the series, how much I liked Hausenberg and how much I felt was a big player. Sports hernia, no chance he was making it back. He got it like 2 weeks before the game, and we were really in trouble. And this guy, Talabidi, comes in, 18 years old. He doesn't have a big potential. He doesn't have a good, rating. His stats are bang average, but he came in, and we'll just go and look at that again. He had a 7.9 rating. And he was going up against Muller in the first half, and then Kingsley Coman from 68th minute. That for me is really good. So give a big shout out to that guy right there. He was a big part of that. So can't complain. That's really the only changes we made. We did have some issues with players being unhappy. You can see here, Lookman, Sriracha, and Kinyol wanted to leave, and Sriracha and Orban, they had issues. But Orban being the team leader, we did really want to keep him. Or the captain even, we wanted to keep him happy, so we did give him the game time that we needed. DC asking to leave. Admiral Lookman didn't get the game time he wanted because, in all honesty, he didn't deserve it. In my opinion, threw him in at the deep end for a lot of performances, but he just wasn't good enough. Mateus Cunha, when I had, you can see at the top influencers, those two at the top of the pitch, if they're fit, you're not playing anyone else, and Schick came in for the odd game or two, but Cunha was nowhere near the team. And Sriracha again, I know spoke about how well Halstenberg had done over the season, and Sriracha had picked up an injury, I think it was, or it was a suspension, one of the two, for the cup final, so we couldn't play him. So Talabidi was the only option, and he really pulled through. As for the tactic, I was quite disappointed overall with the 3-5-2 that we started off with. As you know, when we switched this 4-2-4, it really made a big difference, attacking and defending. So, as much as we did draw a lot of games in that second half of the season, you can see a lot of oranges there. I was really pleased with the overall, impact that it gave, and just everything about the tactic change the team went with. And I have been trying a Nagelsmann tactic, but it's just not quite worked out yet. But that high pressing, that high gegenpress style really worked well, and one piece of silver at the end of that was really good. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the series. It's been a good time for this to be running. I've never done a Bundesliga full save before. I've always kind of went to the Bundesliga from somewhere, never been first season, so it was interesting to see how that worked out. I've enjoyed it. I'm starting a new series. There was a poll on my Twitter. I've yet to check the results of that. It was between St. Pauli's, so staying in Germany, or going to Salford City and try and make them the new best team in Manchester, which is a series that I've been looking at for a while, and it's probably fingers crossed that that's the one that's got the most votes. So anyway, guys, you've seen it here. We came fourth in the Bundesliga in our first season, but we won the DFB Pokal by beating Bayern 5-1 over 90 minutes, which is just ridiculous, and I'm so happy for the team for doing that. But it's been an excellent ride. Thanks for coming with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.